Hi guys, in today's video I thought I would just film a little life update. So as you guys can see, I have a crate here and I'm getting a puppy. So this has been planned since, I think I've been talking about getting a puppy since 2020, mid 2020, early 2021. And in the very beginning, what put me off is that during lockdown I couldn't do the correct socialization. And yeah, for me, socialization is a crucial thing. So if you guys don't know, I have a terrier called Basil who is dog reactive. We got him from Dogs Trust. He's not dog aggressive, he's dog reactive. There's a slight difference. But we got him when he was 2, and there is so many what ifs. And I always said the next dog I get, I want to start off with a puppy. Whether it was a rescue, whether it was from a breeder, I want to make sure I start off with a puppy this time, just so I can do the correct training and the things I want to do with the puppy, etc. So I held off because of the lack of socialization I could provide, because for me socialization is key. Like you've got classes, then you've got taking it out into the big wide world and exposing it to different things as a puppy, which we couldn't really do during lockdown. So then back last year, the end of last year, my father passed away, and I then held off for a little bit longer because I just got my own home and I was redoing the house, and it wasn't the correct time again to get a puppy really, and nobody at the time was breeding, and the people who weren't very good. And you have to be extremely careful when you choose a puppy from a breeder, because people sometimes do it for money, which I don't understand personally for me. But yeah, so I wanted somebody who would better the breed. And yeah, so then as of 2 months ago, I kind of started to get the puppy kind of want again, and I kind of personally decided, okay, I need a puppy, I need another dog in my life. And with Annie being 11, Basil being 7, I was like, I don't want to wait till they're too old. So I said, okay, now is the correct time, and my house is sorted and life's kind of a bit more stable. So I was like, okay, best time to get a puppy. So yeah, so I originally went to some rescues we have here in Merseyside. I've tried Dogs Trust, Liverpool Dogs Home, the RSPCA, and like a small rescue here and a Westie specific rescue. And none of them had kind of what I was looking for. So I have to also think of the other 2 dogs, Annie and Basil, within this, and what I kind of want for that and them and that situation, and integrating that puppy in okay with them. And I've always said I wanted another bitch just because I prefer them, to be honest. And then my next kind of requirement was they need to be small-ish. And then preferably I want another terrier, just because I like them. They are a little dog and a big dog and a little dog's body, basically. Terriers, they're very independent, they're really intelligent, they're really into training. And I was like, okay, I was looking at either a Scottie, a Westie, or a Cairn, specifically a Westie, to be honest. And then no one kind of had what I wanted, and the puppies would be larger breeds, which I have no issue with larger breeds. It's just with Basil, he tends to prefer smaller dogs. So I was like, okay. And then somebody recommended getting a puppy via the breed specific clubs, because yeah, the kennel club, it's not as regulated as what you would think. I don't know enough about it, but I know it's not as regulated as what people think. Like, it's better to go via a breed club. Yeah. So first off, I contacted the West Highland Terrier Club of England, and they didn't have many options in terms of breeders locally to me, because there isn't many Westie breeders near Liverpool. They're all down south, which is fine. Like, I don't mind travelling for a puppy. So nobody was breeding until the spring, summertime, and then that means the puppies wouldn't be ready till summer, autumn time. So then I was like, okay, and the prices were a little bit, and just, I wasn't sure. And then I was like, okay, I'll call up the Cairn Terrier Club of England and just kind of see, because Cairns and Westies are extremely similar. Westies are basically white Cairns, to be honest. And they put me in touch with a breeder who is really well known, and lovely breeder, and she had just studded her dog out. And funnily enough, one of my friends is actually getting a puppy from the bitch who got impregnated by this woman's stud dog. And my friend and the breeder put me through onto the breeder of the bitch, and we spoke. When I called her, we spoke for about an hour and a half, and just the things she said and the things she said about her dog and the breed and the questions she asked me were amazing. And she was like, look, the mum had 8 puppies in the litter, and she's like, we have 2 bitches and 1 boy left. And I was like, okay. Specifically wanted a bitch and saw my little girl and was like, okay, you're perfect, you're coming home with me. So they were 3 weeks on Monday, so I actually don't even know what day they were on. Yeah, but they will be, so she'll be 8 weeks on the 16th of January. And I went to meet her on Monday, and the breeder has 4 dogs. She has her own stud dog, 5 dogs. She has her own stud dog, her retired stud dog who's got dementia, he's 15, and she has mum's mum and another bitch. And these dogs were kept as family pets, and just mum was with the pups. And I remember we had a conversation for a good hour and a half. I stayed there and I was cuddling the puppy, and the puppy fell asleep on me, and she was explaining what she feeds the dogs and why she feeds them. And it turns out I know her daughter because with being an animal care assistant, I've worked with her daughter before. And yeah, it was just absolutely amazing. She was talking about crate training, she was talking about positive reinforcement, and I just was really impressed. And I paid the £400 deposit, and I'm going to be getting a little Cairn Terrier, and she is coming home on the 20th or the 21st of January. So she has her vaccinations, I believe, on the 16th as well, or around about that week. And yeah, so I've already pre-signed her into puppy classes because we have a positive reinforcement trainer near me. I have another trainer who's coming out, so she's having her second vaccinations on the 13th of February, and the puppy classes don't start till the 1st to 2nd week of March. So we'll be doing obviously a lot of, once she's had her second vaccine, she'll be having a lot of like outdoor exposure and a lot of other dog exposure. You don't want to flood them, but you need to teach them, yes, you can say hello to other dogs, but also you need to be calm around other dogs and calm around public and the situations, etc. So I'll be using Annie a lot for that, because Annie is better than Basil in terms of those situations. And yeah, so, but I've got a lady coming in just to help me set out a routine because it is my first puppy. And yeah, so that is the exciting update. I have got a name for her, I think, but I will reveal that when she comes home. And I'm going to be seeing her again, the first week of January. So the one thing I really, really liked about this lady is she was like, I want you to come and meet the puppy first and a couple of times just so she gets used to you and things like that. And I was like, yeah, that's perfect. And yeah, so we are going to be crate training her, and she got her own stuff, she got her own crap, and I just need to go get her a collar and lead. So any tips you guys have about puppy routines and things like that, please leave them in the comments below. But that is everything for this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye, guys.